Mishimanya Alicia lives ya Mabagishigona himya. Hello everyone, my name is Miranda and today I'm here to review the season finale of The Walking Dead, of Fear the Walking Dead, not The Walking Dead. I'm gonna have to take a shot every time I do that because it's getting ridiculous. So it's Fear the Walking Dead. I don't watch Walking Dead, which means I'm probably missing some cool connections, but life's good. Anyway, this was only episode 6 of season 1, and it's already the finale because we now live in a TV world where 6 episodes can count as a season, and we can't complain or change it. But season 2 is already picked up. It's going to be 15 episodes. I just hope it airs like early 2016. I hope we don't have to wait like a whole other year for it to come back in the summer, but I don't know what they're planning to do with it. Anyway, if you haven't seen the finale yet, I don't want to spoil you because it was very good and very, very intense, so go watch the finale before you watch this video. Yep, I couldn't think of the word for a second. Unless you want to be spoiled, then stick around, grab some popcorn, give it to me because I'm hungry, and I will see you next time, non-spoilers. Bye! Alright, so Fear the Walking Dead, I feel like, I said it right. Yeah, okay. Fear the Walking Dead is, I just keep getting it wrong, a great show for me because I don't really like gore and like horror. Like it scares me, and Fear the Walking Dead has had a very slow pace thus far, like building you up to the horror. Like really the real enemy of season 1 was the military and the government. It wasn't the actual walkers, which was perfect for me. I know a lot of people are complaining about the slow pace and there weren't enough zombies and all that, but I was like, can we just keep the whole show like this, please? This is perfect. Like, it scares you just a little, but not enough that you have to sleep in your mom's bed that night. I really appreciate that. However, the finale built upon that pace nicely to the point where I wasn't skeeved out and scared and pooped my pants or anything like that, but it still added nicely to the point where I think people who were saying that the show has been too slow and not enough action are also going to be really satisfied. And the episode itself also built up really nicely in that it kind of represented the whole season, and it started a little slow and then it got really fast, and you were just like, slow down the song, people. Anywho, the episode started off with the whole clan going to get Nick and Liza and Griselda, who they don't know passed away yet, out of the hospital because they know now that the military is leaving them all for dead, basically to be turned into walkers. And their plan, I feel like, it wasn't talked about enough, I feel like, because it was a very, very big step in that they released all those walkers, which was such a stunning shot visually when Daniel came up and was like, you might want to save your ammunition, and then there's just like hundreds of thousands of walkers behind him. That was so stunning. But at the same time, they basically condemned all those soldiers, all those people in the hospital, all their neighbors who now aren't protected. They basically condemned them all to die just to get 3 people that they love out. And I feel like that's something that should have been talked about more, I feel like, because that's a very big thing. To kill all these innocent people, I feel like that takes a lot out of you, and all of them were just kind of like, whatever, we're gonna get Nick and Griselda and Liza out. Liza, that's her name. For Chris and Alicia, they have really had nothing to do this season, as much as I love Alicia. So being young children in a horror genre, they were left alone, thinking that was going to be the safer option, and immediately I was like, no bueno. Like, they should have left like Travis or Ophelia or someone like with them to protect them, because these two have shown like survival skills. Like, they haven't really had the chance to be tested, but at the same time I wouldn't trust them alone. And that's what happened, because some super creepy soldiers with creeper face came over and said like they needed the car, they were going to get away, and they were like, no, you can't take our car. And then they started trying to like creepily hit on Alicia, and Chris was having none of that. He was like, get off her, don't touch her. And that caused them to punch Chris and get knocked out. And that was basically the end of Alicia and Chris's story. Like, I thought they were gonna like take Alicia or something like that, and then like season 2 would have to be her, like she would be like totally different because she would like have to learn how to survive with like these creepy men and like learn how to kill them and get away and everything. But no, they just like ran and hid in like the elevator or something in the parking lot, and thus ended the Alicia and Chris portion of the story. I feel like we're supposed to be shipping them, and like I kind of do, but at the same time I need them to do something different. As much as I love them, like I need them to like actually be badasses and like show that they can protect themselves and stuff like that. So I'm really hoping they beef up their characters in season 2 and make them really more awesome, because I think they've both intentionally been sheltered by their parents from the worst of it. So I feel like now that they can't because of what happened at the end, I'm hoping that that'll change what they do and make them more kind of in tune to what's happening and make them able to be more in action with what's happening. Then we also had a very big change with Travis in this episode, because early on he had decided to do the good thing, release Ophelia's boyfriend and not let him be killed by Daniel. And that came back to bite him in the butt, because Andy showed up later with a gun looking to shoot Salazar, and Ophelia tried to do the right thing and like talk him down and be like, what are you doing? And somehow he decided to turn the gun on Ophelia and shoot her, and when he did that, Travis just like lost it and wailed into the guy. And I think it's a really strong turning point for Travis, as well as the end of the episode was, because now we're seeing that he's no longer this kind of man who can always do the good thing, because the good thing can come back to bite you in the butt like it did with him. So I think he's going to be a lot less trusting of people in the future. But that last shot was just so like, oh, I knew that they were going to shoot Liza, and then they cut back to Chris and Alicia, who were just finally having a moment of normalness, and they were eating popsicles and like playing around with each other, and then you hear the gunshot and everyone's face is just kind of like, we're safe now, what is that? And then Chris just absolutely broke me when they showed him like crying over his mom, and Travis just collapsing and everything. And I love the last scene. I think it was so cool how it zoomed into them and then it went over the ocean. It took me a long time to figure it out. Like, I had to go online. It's supposed to be showing that even though humans are dying, the earth is still normal. And you're like, it shouldn't be sunny right now because everything is falling apart. It should be rainy. And it just kind of shows you that nature goes on. Even if human life isn't going to go on, everything else is normal around it. And I feel like it's also a sneak peek into season 2, because we know now that the end goal is the boat that Strand has. I still don't know if I trust Strand, but Nick I love. Nick is like MVP of this season. Like, I thought I would hate him just because of his like drug addiction, and I thought it would like get in the way of everything else. Like, everyone's trying and he's just like, I can't do anything. But he's actually like one of the smartest ones out there, and I feel like what he said in the end like perfectly encapsulated it when Maddie was like, well, the world's spinning off, of course you feel strange. And he said, yeah, but I've kind of always felt this way, in that like I don't know what's gonna happen next, and now everyone is in this way. So I feel like that shows that Nick is gonna be a real leader and really be able to help people in this situation. And I think it's going to be a nice reverse, and him helping his sister and his mother instead of them having to help him. Overall, I'm just really, really excited for season 2. I really wish this season could have been longer, like 10 episodes instead of 6, but at the same time, there's nothing I can do about it except complain. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm just so excited to see how the characters are going to go. At the same time, I'm a little like interested to see what happens, because I feel like Liza everyone knew was gonna die. Like, Liza was the easy choice, so I'm surprised like Alicia or Chris didn't die, because they were really high up on the hit list as well. If you ever saw like one of those things that said like who's most likely to survive to least likely to survive. But at the same time, I'm happy Alicia and Chris live, because like I said, I think they're cute. I'm not sure if I'm shipping them yet, but I think they're cute together, and I think they could be a badass team. I've said it since episode 4. I think they could be really, really good together. Interested to see what's going to happen on that front. And overall, I just think it was a really great season. I would definitely give it an A-. It was very, very good for someone who didn't watch The Walking Dead. I still felt like I could handle it and understand it, and it was just very, very interesting, and I'm so excited for season 2. So if you've watched the finale, leave your thoughts and what you want to see in season 2 down below in the comments, so we can all discuss and react and have fun while we wait months and months and months for season 2. And I don't even watch Walking Dead, so it's not even like I have that to tie me over. It's just I have to wait for the DVD now, and who knows when that's going to come out. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and want to see more. Thank you guys again all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!